to Seattle Coffee Gear. I'm here with Jake today. I'm Pat. Hey, Jake, how's it going?
Good, Pat. How are you?
I'm pretty good. We're tasting our roast of the month for February 2021, which is. Did we do roast of the month last month?
I don't
It's
think so.
already
I
it's
think
moving in
yeah,
such a blur.
yeah, really.
We were still recovering from the holidays, I think, so we didn't do one for last month. So this is our first roast of the month, I want to say, of 2021, and it is Tony's 50th anniversary blend, which is a very exciting coffee.
It is, and Tony's has been a longtime partner of Sale Coffee Gear in terms of roasters for as long as I can remember, and even probably past that. And they've been celebrating their 50th anniversary this year, alongside the huge award that they won this year, which is the 2021 Macro Roaster of the Year by Roast Magazine. Which those two things combined is just we had to get this blend on board just because it is so special for them and for us because it is a great tasting blend at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's we try to highlight with roast of the month. We highlight coffees for different reasons. Sometimes they always have to be good, but it's definitely a cool one to talk about this roaster that we've worked with for such a long time, that has been such a positive force in the specialty coffee industry, and for them to both celebrate their 50th anniversary and win an award like that means that this is definitely a. If it wasn't good, we wouldn't give it roast of the month, but the fact that it's good and those things are the case makes it really easy to want to celebrate it, I think, this month.
Exactly. And with the 50th anniversary blend in itself, in terms of the coffee, this is it's a pretty medium. It's a little medium dark, not quite. You know what I mean? To where it just has those nice chocolate notes, those caramel. It's almost a little brighter than what you'd expect from a medium dark roast, but it all just blends together so nicely and works super well on a variety of brew methods.
Yeah, they claim for their roasting levels that it's actually a light medium. But I agree with you that I think it actually is kind of comes out a little bit on the darker side of medium compared to our overall kind of portfolio of roasters and different kinds of coffees. Um, and but I like that it has those the really the star here is the chocolate note that is kind of classic coffee flavor, classic medium roast coffee flavor. That and the caramel are both really pronounced, but then it does have that sort of bright citrus twist to it that you get kind of around the edges of the palate, which is really nice too.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of those coffees that I could see myself. It's one of those coffees that you smell in the morning, and it just
Mm-hmm.
brings you right back to just coffee at its purest essence. And with this being, it's fair trade, it's organic. Tony's really likes to highlight on them being organic majority. Most of their roasts are organic. Most of them are fair trade, also kosher, if that's something that you need in your coffee. And they've been doing a really fantastic job of roasting this year, especially. And with their 50th anniversary, actually, they are committing to making their roastery up in Bellingham, Washington, which uh, is a fantastic city if you've never been up there. And they're committing to making it 100% carbon neutral, which is huge for any roastery. But eh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think beyond that too, they're not only seeking to they're making their roastery 100% carbon neutral, and they already, I'm trying to parse this to make sure I don't misspeak, but over over the past 10 years they've transitioned to green power as well. So it's not even just that carbon neutrality. I mean, sometimes, if you're buying like carbon credits, if your business is still like really negatively impactful and you're just buying a bunch of carbon credits to offset it, that's kind of not great. But in this case, Tony's is really working on both fronts to use green power at the roastery and commit to carbon neutrality as well, which is really exciting and cool, and a trend that we're starting to see with more roasters. But they're still very early in that charge here.
Exactly, exactly. And yeah, I mean, coffee roasters at their core, they use a lot of energy, and it's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
important to see. I mean, these are if nobody at home has seen a a commercial grade coffee roaster, it is a very large, hot machine that roasts a lot of coffee at a time. And just the fact that they've pledged to not only using green power over the last couple of years, but also being carbon neutral in the green power they're using, it's just another step forward. And as you said, we've been seeing it in more roasters over time, but as a pretty large roaster, Tony's is making a pretty big statement by pushing forward and advancing their roastery for sure.
Yep. And as far as the coffee is concerned, I think this is one that you're going to enjoy kind of regardless of brew method. If you really,
Mm-hmm.
really want specifically light floral coffees 100% of the time, maybe it's not perfect for you, but most people with kind of any level of palate refinement are going to be able to enjoy this one, I think. And it's going to go really great as a drip brew. It'll be good as a pour over. I'm actually usually I almost always drink coffee as a pour over for when we do these roast of the month tastings, but today I actually pulled it from a super auto, and it's really good as a super auto coffee too, which is really nice when we can highlight one of these roast of the months that will go great in your super auto.
Exactly, exactly. And yeah, I've tried it in a super auto. I've done like a French press and a pour over, and it's just tasty.
Mm-hmm.
It's just plain tasty. And I think that's super important, especially when we're talking about, a blend that has different components and is just doing super well in all sorts of brew methods. Just tastes great overall. And that's big ups to Tony for sure.
Yep, and it's great for them to make such a kind of accessible coffee for their 50th anniversary, and for to celebrate all the cool stuff that's happening over there this year. So, would definitely recommend it. And hopefully, this is one that's I don't know if they're treating this as more of a seasonal blend and keeping it available for a while, or what the plan is. But hopefully, you'll be able to get a bag pretty easily without sort of the limited availability that we sometimes have with the single origins that we feature.
Yeah, me too, me too. And I think it probably will be available for at least a little while. So, get it while you can, but enjoy it while you can for
Yep.
sure.
Yeah. Well, I think that just about does it. Be sure to check out this coffee ASAP, because we think that you'll really enjoy it. And if you like this video, be sure to throw a like on it and drop any questions you have in the comments below, and get subscribed to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me, Jake.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Pat, for having me.
Yeah, we will see everyone real soon. Thanks.
Yes.